is Brett Nidri, and he builds those engines when they blow the tyres off a HQ in about 1.6 milliseconds. The man is an engine whisperer, and finally he's getting the some love. But I'm going to stop talking because if you look to your left, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Warlord.
This is Warlord out of Queensland, and another world champion behind the wheel. Of course, we're talking about Troy Marlin. So just out there getting all the fluids nice and warmed up at the moment. GP3. And if that was anything to go by, I'm going to need new ears on Monday.
Mate, and GP1 fires up now as well. I should mention, if you've got young children with you and you haven't got earplugs, you need to get some. These boats are incredibly loud. These guys would consider themselves as favourites, not that they'd ever say it, for the Eastern Griffith Cup. Two of the very best in the business as GP1. I beg your pardon, it's Whitenoise. The dark horse has entered the paddock.
Yep, definitely the dark horse. Troy Marlin opens this blown alcohol motor up this time as he comes across the line. These boats capable of 160, 170 miles an hour. So really looking forward to seeing four of these hydroplanes out on Lake Moala over the weekend. The beautiful smell of methanol fills the foreshore.
I'll have to check with the boys because I can see there's three small turn buoys further out which the hydros are lapping on. So potentially tomorrow's course is a bigger course. But Troy Marlin leans on Craig Burton's Warlord. Just a little taste. It's not there yet, but it's starting to get there. He's going to start to unload this time through.
Got another one coming out now. This is possibly GP1. Troy Marlin sticking that boat right up on the cab plate. And there it is, the Aussie Connection. A piece of Australian powerboat history right there before you. A 27-litre Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, supercharged. Develops a lot of horsepower, and of course that engine straight out of a Spitfire fighter from World War II.
Matthias and Rolf Sadicic showing a fair bit of courage down there on the pontoon as Whitenoise lights it up in the back chute. It looks pretty good out there. There's some great boat speed. This boat previously owned by Grant Harrison and competed at this level. This is one hell of a hydroplane, the big Whitenoise machine as he wheels around the bridge end.
Well, hopefully this time through we get to experience the noise of this beautiful Rolls-Royce Merlin, 27 litres. You know, if you closed your eyes and you had 10 of those, you'd swear you're back in World War II.
The big Merlin, the V12. Aussie Connection pedalled this weekend by Ricky. And it's a beautiful thing. The boat weighs, I think, 4.5 tonne.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Monster of a machine. A hydroplane of old. And still incredibly fast. This tight circuit of Yarrawonga is really going to... It's really going to make it work hard, but it's a beautiful thing to see the big girl out there roaring. Hey, I've just noticed our commentary box up here on top of the tower is at exactly of the angle of the exhaust pipes coming off these boats as they run past the front. It nearly knocked my hat off last time through Aussie Connection.
There it comes again. It only revs to about 3,500 RPM. It's just got a lot of bottom end grunt. It's unfortunately, in days gone by, there was 10, 12 of those type of hydroplanes racing over here on the East Coast, and back home in my hometown of Perth, we had about 4 or 5 of them. They were the way to go powerboat racing back in the 70s and the early 80s. But this thing, to be running an engine that is 82 years old, is just incredible.
Actually have to try and find out who's on board the Aussie Connection as far as piloting it here this weekend. We've got 2 names listed there.
I heard yesterday it was McMillan was going to be driving it.
Okay, there you go. Lindsay McMillan Look at the way the big girl just slides around. It's a thing of beauty. I'm going to stop talking just so we can listen to it.
Whoops.
Nah, just backing her off a bit. Pilot to Bombardier, Aussie connection is in the house. Ricky Howard on board Whitenoise, so put a couple of laps in and then parked her up. So they're obviously happy with what they've seen on their data. And a good look at this track. I tell you what, it's going to be tight out of this exit to turn number 1 when we go seriously racing. Turn 2, I should say.
Yeah, as far as the unlimited open inboards, they are all available for the EC Griffiths Cup. It looks like we've got 4, 8, 12. We've got 13 boats listed as entries into the EC Griffiths Cup. And have a look at the guy down there on the bottom row of our program there. Tate Ramsey in Reckless.
It's the only time you're going to see that guy on the bottom row of anything here this weekend. He's been a revelation since they've stepped up. I was just about to ask the question because there's one of these big hydros we haven't seen come out for a play yet.